Hi, it's time for Street Talk, your voice and your views on the issues in the news. Britain's Prince Charles is not Harry's father, according to a new book called After Diana. It was almost 10 years ago we saw Princes William and Harry walk behind the horse-drawn casket of their mother. The death of the princess spawned numerous books and many controversial theories about her private life. And this latest writing by Christopher Anderson adds fuel to the rumours that Prince Harry is actually the son of Major James Hewitt, a man Diana admitted to having a lengthy affair with and who has a striking resemblance to the prince. Both Diana and Hewitt had denied the rumour at the time, saying their affair began in 1986, 2 years after Harry was born. However, Anderson states in his book that their relationship actually started in 1981 and that Prince Harry volunteered for a paternity test, but Queen Elizabeth wanted no such thing. Well, Jonathan in London says he is sick of the entire British royal family. I am fed up with people constantly discussing the Windsors. Every time I open up a newspaper, there is some new piece of gossip about them. Who cares? I don't. Deborah in New York is rather intrigued by the ongoing rumour regarding the young prince. It wouldn't be a shock if Prince Harry turned out to be Hewitt's son. I mean, look at the similarities. I definitely think there needs to be a paternity test. Saima in Pakistan thinks there are more important issues in the world. There's a war in Iraq, in Palestine, and in so many other parts of the world, and if people are concerned with who someone's father is, get your priorities straight. Ironically, as Asia's economies continue to boom, so does the number of people living below the poverty line. And Hong Kong is one such city with a wealth gap that is leaving many stranded. New government statistics show that Hong Kong is one of the most inequitable places in Asia, and that even though the city has prospered tremendously under Chinese rule, the impoverished are not benefiting whatsoever. According to a study by Oxfam and Hong Kong's Chinese University, in 2006 the number of working poor, or those living on less than $640 per month, half of Hong Kong's median household income, had risen to around 350,000. That's nearly 5% of the population. From Ireland, Eric in Dublin writes to say he's impressed with the city's growth. If you look at how far Hong Kong has come in the last decade, it's really quite amazing. I think once the economy peaks, things will start to level off. Fadi in Damascus hopes the government takes more of an initiative. It would be nice to see officials start welfare programs to help those who are impoverished. They are the backbone of the city, so how successful can Hong Kong be if they are starving? Rahul in Mumbai says it's nearly impossible to survive in the former British colony without a lot of money. I don't think poor people can even afford to live in Hong Kong. It's a very, very expensive city. There is absolutely no equality there. I'm not sure why people say it's a dog's life. Many people treat their canine companions as family, giving them the best clothing, toys and food. But one company in India has now joined the dog catering business. The Dog Tiffin Centre in Bhopal prepares non-vegetarian meals for families that have dogs. Mutton with rice, chicken soup and mutton soup are all on the menu. The owner of the home catering centre, Prakash Verma, says he started the business when he saw how malnourished many of the dogs were. And many Indians who are strict vegetarians and cannot cook meat in their homes saw Verma's food as the only way to make sure their dogs received the proper nutrition. He charges 50 to 200 rupees per meal. That's a bit over $1 to nearly $5. Now, dogs are smart, well, especially if they're persuading their owners in India to fork out $5 a meal. But how smart are you? We've got a little test for you to try out so we can gauge your perceptiveness. Watch this very carefully and follow the instructions. Oh, and be honest. Did you get that? Now, don't worry, I promise I won't tell anyone how badly you did, though ironically whoever wrote that left the apostrophe out of didn't. That's it until next time. Do keep sending in your questions and comments and point us to anything interesting or amusing for Street Talk. Remember, what you see here isn't necessarily the view of Al Jazeera, and some of the content's been edited, but for time and space reasons only. And that's the talk on the street.